We've been looking ahead to America's 250th birthday here on News 10. Today on Mid-Michigan Matters, we have Elijah Shalis with the Wheaton Chapter joining us. Elijah, happening tomorrow at the Ingham County Courthouse is the America 250th exhibit. Can you explain what people can look forward to during this event?
Absolutely. It's going to be several panels on the exhibit that go through the different major phases of the Revolutionary War. And they also feature 2 Revolutionary War soldiers that are buried in Ingham County. And that is Private Martin Du Bois, who was a bugler in the cavalry, and he is buried at the Fitchburg Cemetery in Stockbridge. And then we also have panels featuring Private Ephraim Wheaton, who is buried in North Stockbridge Cemetery in Stockbridge, and he was a fifer. And they're both musicians, but in the Revolutionary War, musicians play a critical role because that's how you determine the troop movements and everything. We also have a cenotaph burial in Ingham County, which is John Champs. He was a sergeant major. And a cenotaph is a grave where someone isn't actually buried, but there's a monument, but he's actually buried out east. And he was a key spy in the capture of Benedict Arnold, who was a general, and he is a cenotaph here in Ingham County. There are about 10 Revolutionary War veterans that are buried in the capital region.
This is incredible. So you have people who, the public, can actually go to this exhibit and experience, to some extent, what the soldiers, the troops would be experiencing during those times.
Right. We have the Declaration of Independence with some glasses. We have a fife because Private Ephraim Wheaton was a fifer. We have a conch shell because early on there weren't enough bugles for the buglers in the cavalry. They actually used conches instead of bugles. So there's a conch shell. There's a panel on Mary Goddard, who was the printer who printed the Declaration of Independence, which was, of course, she owned a printing house, and the Stamp Act was a tax on all our printing, so she was upset about that. So she actually did a treasonous act by printing the Declaration of Independence. She could have been killed for that. Then there's 2 different flags. There's the Bennington flag, which has a 7-pointed star on it. Most people don't know that in the flag code, it doesn't actually say how many points are on the stars of the American flag. So some American flags over the years have different points on their stars. And we also have the 1836 American flag, which is the stars are arranged in a star shape, and that was the American flag when Michigan was admitted into the Union in 1837. So that is on display as well.
So taking place tomorrow, you can head to the Ingham County Courthouse. This gets started at 1:30. Go check it out, learn more about America's 250th birthday, learn more insight into the history as well. Elijah, thank you so much for joining us on Mid-Michigan Matters.
Thank you.